Hello everyone, we're back. Getting ready to start the third phase of the Ride for Larry. I'm heading over to Watopia because I just finished the PRL Fool, which is the Prudential Ride London Fool ride, and climbing that hill so many times, Box Hill, nearly did me in. So I'm ready for a change of pace. So I thought what I would do is I'll do what I've done before when I want to jump in to a pretty simple pace. I've never done the D-Diesel ride, which is a very slow, casual pace group ride with a few gentle hills on the flat route. I thought I would give that a try. So this video probably won't be very long because I don't know how much I can frankly take going that slow. But let's give it a go and jump in with the D group and see what happens. So we're headed to Watopia. Come on, Watopia. I need you. There we go. Now we're jumping into the group. And there is D-Diesel. So all I have to do is hang out with this crew and D-Diesel. Just going to sit in and enjoy the ride. Of course, as is always the case, you got to pay attention or you will even get dropped from this one. I've now been riding today for over 7 hours. Of course, the objective is to ride 12 hours today. And this ride is called the Ride for Larry, as I'm doing this to raise money for a friend who is suffering through some medical issues. And a friend of mine and myself are doing these rides for Larry to be an encouragement to him and also to be a financial support to Larry's family. Okay, you can already find that I am outdistancing my pace partner. The pace partner is a robot. It's not an actual person. It is a bot that Zwift has created to go out on the course and to ride at a particular pace. So this is the slowest bot. And riding with the slowest bot might actually be one of the hardest ones to ride with because I'm going to want to ride away from the bot and not go as slow as I need to go. But on the other hand, I really do need to recover a little bit. Haven't ever, well, I haven't ever. I have not ridden this far, spent this much time on a bike since the ride for Wendell, which I think was in 2018. When I rode from Greenville to Bladenboro, North Carolina, which is about a 250-mile trip. The only difference is I did it in 2 days. So I think one day was 100 miles. I can't remember how I broke it up, but it was broken up into 2 days. So I didn't have to do the full ride in 1 day. But still, that was quite a few hours in the saddle. Oh man, yeah, I've lost the D diesel. Let me slow down and wait for D diesel to come back. There's D diesel, 15 meters behind me. Whoa, the D diesel is just a little too slow. So I'll just hang out here for a little bit. Then we'll probably switch, and I won't end the stream, but we will leave D Diesel and head maybe to Coco Cadence so that we have a little bit more speed involved. And there's more of a likelihood I'll stay with the group. But for right now, the thing I want to point out is that when we left the last ride, which was the PRL Full, we had raised $2,600 toward the Ride for Larry. Well, right in the very end, I think it was the last hour of the ride, we had over $700 come in. And so right now, we are over $3,300. So this is exceeding my expectations for what would happen today. I was just happy to end up with $2,500. That was my second goal. And to see going into the last 5 hours, $3,325 is just awesome. Okay, I just got a chat from Timothy. Tim, I don't know where you are out there on the road, but I didn't go to Tempus Fugit. I ended up joining the D Diesel bot ride, which I'm now figuring was a mistake because I wanted to go slow, but I didn't want to go that slow. So I'm just basically going to put in some kilometers here while getting everyone up to speed on the fundraising. Then I'm going to jump over to Tempus Fugit and maybe hop into the Coco Cadence. Of course, here Diesel's starting to gain on me. He's only 2 seconds back, so maybe I'll keep it up a little bit. There he is. Oh man, this was supposed to be flat. This isn't flat. 6% grade. I did not sign up for this. And now I'm leaving him. Okay. Getting some numbness in my fingers here. Not sure what's causing that. That's funny. Tim Granger is out there trying to ride with me, and he's trying to find me based on where I am on YouTube. Problem with that is there's a delay on YouTube, so it's going to be hard for him to find me. I think he might be coming back to me. Of course, about the time he finds me is when I'm going to be moving to Tempest to the truly flat course. So we'll see how that works out. Oh, I hear the beautiful redhead upstairs vacuuming. So you may hear that sound. We live in an older house, so you can hear those kind of things rattling through the floor. Yeah, here I am riding alone again. I wanted to ride with a group. This is kind of part of the original Watopia loop, and it is definitely branched out since those days. Oh, there went someone through the grass. There are still little visual glitches here or there, but right now on Watopia there's, at least within my range, over 7,000 riders from around the world connecting to the servers, and to me it's just amazing how all of that can happen. That someone could be in Buenos Aires and be riding their bike right beside me on Zwift, and we're riding together, though we're separated by thousands of miles. And I think there are time zones. So we're heading into the last half of the ride for Larry. So we have multiple hours to go still, probably around 4 hours. And we are just rolling around. Probably get up to like 10 kilometers here, and then I'll switch over. Oh, there's Tim Granger. Granger, Granger danger. There he is up there. There, oh. I just passed him. Tim, just passed you. So thank you very much. So, I don't know what your plans are, but, oh, nope, there you are. I think we're around each other. Where'd you go? You're still in front of me now by a second. Are you turning? Okay, you are now behind me by a second. I'm going to hold it here and wait for you to catch up. If you can. Swift is not the doodle trail. Of course, now he's going ahead of me. Same thing was happening when Eric was trying to ride with me. Yeah, there's Eric. Just as soon as I mentioned Eric's name, he pops up. Tim and I are trying to connect and ride together, just like Eric and I were trying to connect and ride. And it's not as easy as you think. It looks like right now, Tim and I have connected. And Tim is giving me some draft. So I appreciate that. Just don't push it too much, Tim. I'm not in shape. Not right now. There we go. Yeah, now we're settling in. Tim is an experienced Zwifter, so he knows how to work with this type of stuff. So between the two of us, we should be able to connect in and ride together for a little bit. So a little tough getting started. So going back to the funds, I was just amazed when I logged off to find how much was coming in. And now I'm noticing some more gifts have come in. And I'm really appreciating those. So I'll be taking a break here before too long to update the numbers. It looks like we're going to have a total of about $30 more coming in from a number of gifts. So I'm appreciating not just the amount of the gifts, but the number of gifts that are coming in. That means a lot. So thank you to all the people who are giving and continue to give. And thank you, Tim, for giving me some drafting help here. Gives me something to focus on. Getting up on your wheel. So I'm talking about Tim. Tim is the rider directly in front of me. So by getting close to Tim, I'm kind of sheltering behind him so that in the virtual world, I'm staying out of the wind. So when you're riding in the real world, one of the things that causes you to have friction is the road surface. So how your tires meet the road causes friction, and that can affect your speed. But greater than that is the effect of wind. So just riding, you're going into a wind. Fastest way to ride a bike would be in a vacuum. Though it would be hard to breathe. So if you can get into a place where you can breathe, but not have the force of wind against you, where you're having to push through it, you can go a lot faster. So getting behind Tim removes some of that wind resistance and allows me not to have to work as hard. Problem is, I have to make sure I'm there. So I've got to get and stay up with Tim, which at this stage, the way I'm feeling, is not as easy as you might think. If he accelerates, I'm going to be hurting because I am getting a little tired, wearing down some. See, there's someone else here that I follow that's joining with us. Who is this? Let's come and find out. Okay, awesome. The Red Dragon is in the house. Awesome. Now we're going to move. Got a little strong man coming in. Thanks for joining all the way from Memphis. Ooh. Ah. You asked me, what is the hardest part of doing this? The hardest part is really your butt. You're sitting here, and unlike on the road where you have, opportunities to come out of the saddle without even thinking about it, you're able to shift in the saddle. Whoop, sorry guys. I didn't mean to go shooting off the front. You're able to do all those things when you're on the road. It's harder to think to do that on a trainer because the bike is just sitting there. Now, there's technology out there that helps with that. You can get rocker panels where your bike actually rocks back and forth based on your pedaling stroke. And that kind of helps you move around a little bit. Hold on, time out. This just came in now from Larry. I really appreciate all you are doing. And I say that's not just to me, it's to everyone. I was able to watch a good part of the beginning before I was exhausted and had to sign off. Thank you for everything. I just want to pass that on to all of you. Larry, who we're riding for. And I think that says something to you. What he's struggling with right now is just logging in and watching some of this was enough to exhaust him. Of course, he also has the nurse coming in to visit with him, take care of his needs. But, man, riding a bike and having my butt sore is nothing compared to what Larry is facing right now. So I am thankful that we've been able to be an encouragement to him. And that's why it's not so much just the amount of gifts, it's the frequency of gifts. Because every time someone gives, then an email is sent to Larry's email box, and his wife and son are able to share with him what has come in. And to be able to say that that many gifts came in is exciting. So a gift of $5, that is awesome, because Larry knows someone thought about it, and someone thought enough to take that action. So thank you, even for the $5 gift, for the $100 gift, for the 15. All of those are saying something to Larry. And not just to Larry, let's face it. It also says something to Larry's family. Okay, so my 30-day PR on this sprint is 22.5 seconds. So you can see the difference in how I'm riding compared to what I'm doing when I'm really going for it. We're going to finish, beyond 10 seconds slower than the PR. Yeah. Okay. Send a message to the guys around me so that they know what I'm getting ready to do. Tim and Jeff, I am going to head over to Tempest Fugit after I finish this lap, period. Actually, I don't think I'm going to have to log off. I can probably get over there by just choosing the route. That way I don't have to log out. I just have to make sure I stay there by choosing the route, and that Zwift doesn't send me somewhere else because I didn't start on that route. Oh, getting warm. Hey Siri, turn on right crosswind. Get my fan going here. Ah, ooh, that feels good. Well, it might make me a little too cold at some point. Diesel's talking smack, but Diesel is long gone. Another bar. We're going through the start-finish line. Oh, for my legs. Ooh. Okay, yeah. This is taking me to Ocean Boulevard, which is good. Whew. Then I gotta be ready to turn to the left here momentarily. Okay, here we go. Turn left. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, shoot. I turn around. Okay, I'm gonna have to switch over to the primary app for Zwift so I can use my keyboard and turn around and go back. Ah, Jeff! I turned around because I missed the turn, period. Okay, now, come on, let me over. Okay, Tim is slowing. I don't know if Jeff is going to turn around. I think he has. So he's coming around the turn, so I'm going to slow down so that he's able to come to me, and we will work to get back together after my mistake. Yeah, he's catching up to me. Keep slowing down. The Red Dragon is on his way. He's going to come and pull me up to Tim, right? That's what's going to happen, right? closer. There he is. He's now showing up on my computer screen. He is coming up right behind me. 6 seconds. Slow down, Jonathan. Let him catch me. Here he comes. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay, I'm not going to pick up my speed. I'm just going to let him come around, and I'll ride at his pace. Okay, got to make sure we don't turn the wrong way here. We're going straight, Jeff. Straight, straight, straight. Desert flats. Yes. Good. Oh man, my legs are starting to get sore. Not muscle sore as much as the old man joint sore. My muscles actually don't feel that bad, but the tendons around my knees, I'm feeling those a little bit. Oh, thank you. This is awesome. Let me push my drafting button. Just make the most of Jeff leading me out here. Hopefully we'll catch up with Tim. He might be saying, where are those guys? That's okay. I don't know if I have a ride on to give him, but no, because I've already done it. I'd love to give him another ride. Okay, there's Tim. Come through these SAS dudes. Just way up there. Chase down the dragon. Or Tim is, no, there's Tim. Or Tim was still waiting. We snuck past him. We didn't realize it. Here we go. 3 of us are back together. The 3 amigos. Sorry, Tim. Can't get too much more than this. Some of my team experimental buddies giving me some ride-ons. Appreciate that. Oh, there goes Coco Cadence and her group. I don't know thing was commenting. I got to go back out of the Zwift view to the game view. Good. Doesn't look like got too much chat going on from before. So I'll just settle in, keep pedaling. Well, I shouldn't look at the clock. This is going to be the hardest part, I think. Heading for 7 p.m. It's a lot of riding still to go. Standing, takes some pressure off. Now easy up. Keep it going. For those of you just joining, wondering what on earth is going on here, I'm Jonathan Pate, and I am doing the Ride for Larry. And the Ride for Larry uses the I Do It For Foundation to set up a way of giving money to and showing support to Larry McKeithen and his family. Larry is facing a very hard battle with terminal brainstem tumor, and it is really knocking him out. He's at home now, and you can see, chatted earlier, that he was watching some, but he just, even that is enough to exhaust him. But I'm glad we were able to be some encouragement to him. And then again, also an encouragement to his family. So I'm here riding this January 16th for 12 hours on the trainer. Started at 7 a.m. this morning, and I am riding until 7 p.m. tonight. I have taken maybe a total of 30 minutes off the bike. Some of that was off the bike while my avatar was going downhill. So probably going to end up wrapping this up at 7. I'm not going to get stuck on 12 hours to the second of actual turning the pedals. I think I can truly say I've given a good faith effort to do this. If I was doing a 12-hour real life ride, I would probably take a break here or there and finish in the allotted time. So that's the way I'm viewing this one. Hey, my little Emma. Not my little Emma anymore. She's my married Emma. Emma Guthrie. I love you, Emma. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for the encouragement. Tell Drew that earlier in another session I had, there were a number of gamers that came in, and they were asking me all kinds of gaming questions about Zwift and the setup. So I figure he would appreciate that. So I'm just aiming to do 12 hours on the trainer, which is, in my mind, a little bit nuts. I know there are people who, oh yeah, 12 hours on the trainer, no problem. Well, that's not me. So this was stretching myself, or I wouldn't say this was. This is stretching me to get this done. And it's going to be tough. But I've determined I'm going to do it. So I'm going to keep pushing through until I get the 12 hours done. My goal coming into today, I had originally set a goal to raise $2,000 for Larry's family. And I met that goal about a week ago. So I said, well, I'll up it. I'll up it to $2,500. I might get $2,500. I mean, who's going to log in and watch me spin around? And then because they're watching me spin around, they're going to give me money toward the Ride for Larry. So imagine my surprise that we're currently sitting at $3,300. Yeah, I'm going to pass that along to Drew. Thank you for supporting me. And yes, thank you for praying for Larry. Pray for his family. They're all in this together. Okay, I'm going to draft here. Use my draft. Hoping to get up in this group, sit in a little bit. My knees are unhappy. Well, I guess Larry and Jeff got tired of hanging with the old man, so they're out of here. Falcadrin, can you confirm with me, are you Larry Jr.? I have a suspicion you are, but I'm not exactly sure. So yes, that is Larry Jr. Emma, Falcadrin, the guy who just commented after you, is Larry Jr. So we're having a reunion here. That's kind of cool. Oh, there they are. Stand up. Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to ride for an hour. Then I'm going to get off and stretch. Use my roller on the old legs. Keep going. Oh, just past Jeff. Tim's back there too. Yeah, every time I stand up, because I need to, I start putting out too much power. I mean, not like it's massive power. It's just takes me out of the steady power I was in. And then that messes it up for Tim and Jeff, who are trying their best to help me out here. And I'm not being very much of a help to them. So here's a big group swallowing me up, give me a draft, pull me along. Oh. In the blob. That's what we call it on Zwift. When there's a huge group like this, you can sit in. I'm putting out 40 kilometers per hour at 190 watts. That's awesome. It's actually not unusual. I was talking about this in another video. You say, well, you're cheating. You're in this big group and you're able to not work hard and go fast. Guess what? In real life, if you hook up into a big group, you're going to go fast. And you're not going to work hard. Now, here is the big difference. The big difference is that in a big group, you can't just move over and not worry about people around you. In a big group, the peloton, as it's known, you have to be very careful in close proximity to other riders that you don't run into them and hurt them. Oh, awesome. Just got another gift come in from Steve Johnson. Thank you so much, Steve. Steve was on earlier in his home on a trainer riding while he was watching on YouTube. I've tried to get that man on Zwift, but I can't seem to do it. He's one of those people that just loves being outside no matter what the conditions are. So I respect him for that, and that's awesome. But I'm happy to be sitting in here right now because it's pretty cold outside at the moment. But Steve has given a donation. That's awesome. Thank you, Steve. I assume you're watching. So I'm going to give you a shout out here. Oh no, I don't want to do the Epic KOM. I want to stay with the desert turnaround. Ooh, that was close. Okay, my wife brought me coffee. I hope it hasn't gotten cold. But I have this nifty neato Ember app, or Ember mug, that I use. So if my coffee does get cold, I just turn it on and it heats it up. It is a little warm. Yes, 110 degrees. We want to up that. So I can tell the Ember travel mug to up the temperature, which that little light down there was what that was for. I do that by turning the bottom of the travel mug, and it will heat my coffee up. It says it's empty. It's not empty. Come on. I'll just let that sit there and heat my coffee up a little bit. I got to talking and got dropped. That's okay. Or maybe I got to talking and I went out the front. I don't know. No, I went out the back. See that? Looks like a lightsaber up there in the front of me. That is where Coco Cadence is. So I can tell that group went ahead of me. I just got a ride on from Scotty Weiss. Scotty is one of those guys that he's probably saying, oh, Jonathan, 12 hours? Not a problem. I mean, he's regularly knocking out 120-mile rides. Of course, he's also a multiple national champion, Masters racer, and former pro. So I would expect him to be able to do a whole lot more than I can. But one of the things I appreciate about him is he really has not let up. I wouldn't say he's old. He's younger than I am. But he's not let change of age diminish his competitive drive. And, whoa, I mean, he's good. Regularly winning Zwift rides. And he is not weight doping. He's the real deal. The design right here, you see I'm wearing my I Do It For Foundation, Do It For Someone You Love jersey. You can't see it very well, but right there is the Starlight Apparel logo. This kit was designed by Scotty Weiss. So when he's not riding his bike, he's designing some cool cycling apparel. So this was a custom kit that I sat down and talked with him about, gave him a concept of what I was looking for, and he blew me away. He came back with something really nice, kind of fashionable, while at the same time getting the word out about I Do It For. So I want to give a shout out to Scotty for his friendship. I wouldn't say we're buddies, but we've certainly had some connections and friendships just through working on Zwift and riding. He used to live here in Greenville. So appreciate Scotty and the support he's been to my little efforts. And that's meant a lot to me. So definitely want to give him a shout out. Want to give a shout out to Starlight Apparel, and especially the black bibs. If you want a set of good bibs that don't have any logos on them, it's just plain old black bibs, then go to theblackbibs.com and get you some. Here's the wonderful wife. Thank you. Awesome. I have a gift from Mary McCaskill.
Aww.
That's awesome.
What, am I talking to Larry?
Yeah, him and Larry met
Yeah.
on there, so.
That's cool.
Whoa. Wind down the windpipe. Thank you so much, Mary. That wasn't a gift. That was someone wanting to connect with me on LinkedIn. I wonder what they're trying to sell me. No, I appreciate LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great way to make connections. One of the things I've enjoyed doing, and I've made some good connections this way, is going on LinkedIn and just saying, hey, look, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Won't try to sell you anything. Just want to meet you. If you're in my network and we have connected and we live near each other, let's go have coffee. I want to hear your story. You share me your story, I'll share you mine. And I've made some good friends through doing that. I actually appreciate and enjoy using Zwift more that, not Zwift, using LinkedIn that way than I do just I don't really know who that person is, but we share an interest. I'm just going to say, hey, connect with me. Kind of like to use LinkedIn connected to real life. Hey, awesome. Steve is still watching, so I hope he got my message from earlier. And there's Lisa Keith. Lisa Keith, even though she is a Duke fan, I appreciate her. Thanks for coming on and giving me a little bit of cheering on there. I know you are also praying for Larry and his family. Okay, we're coming up on an hour. What I want to do is I want to end this ride, make the adjustments on the donations that have come in, because we've had a number of them come in. And then I want to start up again. And that time I'm going to probably try to connect with Coco Cadence and get in that blob, see how long I can stay there. So we're done here for this session and making our way again toward the 12-hour mark. Just let me let Tim know. Tim, I'm going to log off and update the donations, stretch my legs a little bit, and then be back on probably with Coco Cadence. Period. Okay. Time for a break. So, thank you all. Well, hold it now, Lisa. Always grief about Duke. Well, you're always giving me grief about the heels. So, turnabout is fair play. So, thanks, Lisa, for joining us for this hour. Excited to come back with the updates. So, we're getting closer, knocking off these hours one by one. Before you know it, we'll have those 12 hours done. So, I will see you all back here. Those of you who want to come back for another hour in the session. And let's see how much we've moved that needle from 3,325. Who knows? You might be hitting close to 4,000 before the day is over. Thank you very much. We'll see you back with Coco Cadence.